Hi Cancer, this is your ex-partner reading for February 2018. As I always say to you, these are general readings, so they will not apply to everybody. And once again, another month goes by where people leave ridiculous comments on these readings that they're not interested in their ex-partner and that they've moved on. As I keep saying, if you're not interested in your ex-partner, then why are you viewing these videos? There's no point in you wasting your time viewing this video if you've moved on, okay? Now, the card at the center is the Emperor. Now, this card can be for a message for either one of you in this situation or both of you. The Emperor could suggest that maybe for some of you, you have been involved with somebody that is quite a bit older than you, okay? Or maybe you're the one that's quite a bit older to your ex-partner. But also the Emperor is somebody that likes to be in charge, somebody that likes to be in control, somebody that at times can be quite domineering, okay? So it's a possibility here that either one of you is trying to take control in this situation in regards to a reconciliation. It could be that while you were together, one of you was, you know, prone to taking the lead. Again, maybe bordering on being a little bit too controlling or domineering. The card, Cancer, that you've got at the top here is the Five of Swords. And this is a card about conflict. Now, it could be here in regards to what's already taken place. It could be here in regards to the here and the now, okay? But you need to be careful here that you don't allow yourself to come across in this conflicting way, because with the Five of Swords it talks about conflict and arguments that either can make the other person turn their back on you or it can hurt their feelings, okay? Now, it may be that this has already taken place and maybe your ex-partner did this to you. It can always go vice versa. But in this month of February, just watch the way you're communicating. Don't say things, harsh things, to hurt your ex-partner for the sake of it, okay? Because it could end up costing you it could end up having a detrimental effect is what I'm going to say here, okay? So watch your communication. Now, the card they have is the Nine of Cups. It is the Yes card. It's the wish fulfillment card. So I can only presume that for them, they have this wish here to either start communicating with you again or to have this reconciliation with you. So if that's what you're wanting as well, then watch your communication there. Now, in terms of what you're thinking and feeling or actions, we have the Ace of Swords. The Swords, you know, is to do with communication, and it's also to do with our thoughts. The Ace is a new beginning. And the Ace of Swords, it brings us that clarity. It brings us a better understanding, okay? Now, for some of you, it may be that you've started to see things clearly and started to understand that maybe you were partly responsible for the breakup, especially if this conflict has already taken place. The card they have, they've got the Justice card. And this is about acting in a fair and just way. But it is a card about bringing problems to the surface so they can be resolved. And resolved in a fair way for both of you. So any issues or problems here, they're wanting them resolved. And maybe that is what they're wishing and hoping for, that they can resolve problems between you both that's going to be in both of your favors, okay, in a fair way. where the scales will be evenly balanced. Now, your outcome is communication, okay? We have the Eight of Wands here. Now, this could be you making communication towards them. It could be them towards you. It is in the upright, so, you know, it's speaking more in terms of positive communication. And, you know, the Wands is very quick energy, okay? Quick actions, so fast communication going backwards and forwards. They have the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is a card that if you unlock the truth to something, it can bring you freedom, okay? But also the Hierophant is a card about tradition, the more traditional sides of a relationship, possible engagements, possible marriage here, okay? The card we have at the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles. Maybe some of you are involved or were involved with an earth sign, a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. But if that's not the case, the thing with the Knight of Pentacles is he is the slowest moving knight in the deck. He always gets to his destination, but he takes his time, okay? He doesn't rush things. And the cautionary message with the Knight of Pentacles is don't allow yourself to get caught up in this energy of the grass is greener on the other side, because that's not always the case. I do think, Cancer, that in terms of your ex-partner, they are hoping to resolve problems with you. And I think they are prepared to offer a relationship that maybe in the future could lead to an engagement or a marriage, okay? But they're looking for that more traditional type of relationship here. You're starting to gain more clarity. You're starting to see things more clearly, okay? And it may be in terms of realizing that you have maybe been responsible for causing conflict, okay? Maybe your form of communication in the past has been very harsh. Maybe you have said some cruel words to your ex-partner while you were together, and maybe that resulted in them saying enough, you know, and turning their back on you. Now, I'm not trying to put all the blame onto you, because it can always go vice versa. It could be your ex-partner that was responsible here. But either way, I do see that there is this opportunity for communication between you. There is this opportunity to resolve problems, okay, by bringing them to the surface. It may take time, okay, but you can get that desired result at the end. But as I said, don't allow yourself to get caught up in thinking that maybe the grass is greener on the other side, because that's not always the case. Okay, that does conclude this reading. Thank you for watching and take care. Bye.